corner.
So hopefully, I spoke to Wardell on Twitter. He had a beyond questionable name on his AK, but he said that he won it, which doesn't surprise me. So
Yeah.
and he had no idea what it meant. So hopefully he has removed that name tag, but we will be setting it so name tags no longer display because that happens too often. Well, pistol time down to the 2 versus 2, and the bomb was getting planted automatic from the back, but he won't spot anybody immediately, and there is the offender taken down, leaving Grix alone in a 1 versus 2. But he's using the APC well to get the 1 versus 1s. Looking for the close-up burst fire. That is brave and successful.
I love that Rick switched positions from Under Heaven to the APC. There's such a stark difference between your ability to get 2 kills in one of those positions, not the other. So like, he had to cross, which was a risk, but from here he can play both sides of the APC. That allows him to get the kills. If 2 players come up on him from like the site and peek him while he's in hell, there's no way for him to get both kills. So recognize that threat immediately, change up spots. That was nice.
Marvelous. Look, there's no name.
You're gonna angry tweet at him.
Oh, that's straight up just a stock AK that he's got.
Oh yeah, he didn't win this.
I wasn't sure if it was.
It's a brown laminate.
What's that? Patina one or whatever it is. Anyway, which kind of looks like a stock gun. The cartel. Hello.
Nice.
Hello. Double scout on cobblestone. Very interesting. Worth a save, I think, in this situation.
Yeah. I hope so. Please do save these.
Oh, he's got the shark one, Blood in the Water.
Blood in the Water
I respect that. Yes.
is the best one.
Yes.
Yeah, that is the best scout.
There will never be a better scout skin.
Nope.
Ever.
It's pretty good.
Won't happen.
It is just the final boss. I have mine's a stat track minimal wear.
Same.
I can't go for the factory new. It's too expensive, man.
I think I have like
Gotta be reasonable.
Yeah. Well, sometimes.
I have like the skin was like black with like orange slashes or something.
Yeah. Blood Tiger? No, something. I know which one you're talking
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one. I think I have a Star Trek version of that, which I've used for ages. I'm not too particular about skins.
I am. I want my knife back, Dan.
I want to be able to turn skins off, man.
about. You want your knife back?
He's got my
models.
my M9 bayonet fade.
Oh yeah, nice.
Full fade, of course.
Oh nice.
Yeah.
Very little. How much yellow?
I opened that in a box, right? And then when I was in Azerbaijan, I was drunk out of my mind. I was lying on the floor of my hotel room in my boxer shorts and opening cases, and I opened another one. And I was laughing my ass off. It was amazing.
You must look like a madman.
There were a bunch of people. My roommate came in and said, "I didn't see no ass like that in the club." That was F word, actually.
It would have been great if it was your roommate Dan.
Oh man.
It's the one place I went without it. I went there with PGL actually to commentate Street Fighter and Tekken. Women only Tekken.
Nice.
Get the AK. Protect the guns and the territory.
The only female fighting game player I know of is Kayane.
Kayane, yeah.
And she's amazing, man. She's awesome. She's really,
Her mum is really
sick.
hot as well. Her mother is so hot, man. She knows I've got it bad for her mum. I've told her before, like, your mum, man. She's she's a good friend.
Her mom.
But yeah,
I've stayed at her mother's place, not like with her, like
Only her mom.
the plot thickens.
they have an apartment which they would rent out, and I stayed there once. Mum's cool. That's how I met her mother. I think my nephew fancies Kayane. He's French. He lives in France, and he saw her at an expo. But I doubt any of these people know who.
She's
who
basically
she is anyway.
like one of the best players of all time in Soul Calibur.
Yeah,
Correct?
she was so good
Yeah.
at the game that on the PS Vita they created an AI based on the way she plays her character of choice. It's pretty sick. But anyway, it is buy time, and it's Tarek by the tree. He's got some cover from the smoke grenades, but he will eventually go down to the Ghost Gaming squad, who have a man advantage just about. Seb by the coop with 4 HP.
Dell in with the AK, doing a good job. with that stock AK. Very nice, very nice.
I
Nice
wish
just
I
rush left.
was paying more attention. I'm so enamored by this.
Yeah, this story, right?
Yeah.
I was just thinking of the concept of having an AI that plays like you in a duel game, right? Because
The highest honor.
if I could play like as a practice against an AI that can really replicate my gameplay and like my average like aim
It's gonna
and
blow your
mechanics, all that
game
kind of stuff, it'd be so interesting, yeah. Because imagine like trying to defeat yourself. Like imagine that idea. That's super sick. I reckon you would improve very quickly using that as a part of your training regimen.
And there's really no other way to get that, to try that. So
No, you have to get an AI, and I think it's very possible these days because you can pass all the data from like a bunch of demos. I reckon it's very possible.
I better be maddening to just get mad at yourself for doing things that you would do, except maybe slightly better or something.
Yeah, that's really weird. It's very cool. That's a great idea. We're gonna see Ghost running their anti-code, and Rix is gonna lose his head. Did the gun fall forward? No, but Shu's going to collect it. This is quite a predictable move. Seb was watching for the gun, but his health is so low. He's really, that's...
What? Why did he switch to his pistol and then turn around? That was interesting.
I think he realized that I should not be here.
Oh, he was trying to get the gun.
Oh, that makes sense.
I think he threw the gun back and was going to collect.
He died.
Because if he dropped his gun on the other one, it wouldn't have done anything good. So he must have dropped the other one back first.
That makes sense.
I got your back, Seb.
So this is a spot where I feel like Ghost, they're fairly decisive. You can see them making efforts towards A here on the map. But there is a stack on A, which is really smart here from Cloud9. They got players walking around for info. Skadul is the man doing that at the moment, and he may well get a lot of money information. That's a pretty snappy shot.
Uh-oh.
Oh no,
Ooh.
that's not good. You hate to see that.
There's someone at B, right? Oh, there's no one here to stop the plants.
Here comes Tarek. Nice headshot. Follow up here by the boulder. He can plant safely. Now he knows it. Connor in a 1v4. They're bearing upon his position. And he can't make it in time. Does get the plant, which is, I guess, some kind of consolation. But we're going to see 3 AKs in the hands of Cloud9. That is not optimal. Maybe 4. Oh, no. This is too much. That is a big problem. That's going to really help Cloud9 because even if they sort of like lose the next round, they also have a buy.
Yeah, they also have a buy. I'm curious about how much that plant. Wow, look at the money on Ghost. They did such a good job on their anti-ecos. They had so much money. So I mean, this is great for Cloud9 to be able to come back to it. Ghost still have like so much to work with though. Or yeah, I mean, well they'll have loss bonus to follow up, but then they have one more buy. I kind of overshot it, but they have a great buy on this round at the very least. But yeah, the beautiful they have 4 AKs on both teams.
Did Ghost beat SK on Cobblestone?
No.
Yes.
What's
But
that?
it wasn't really this lineup, was it?
Was it Cobble or Train?
See, I can't. I don't remember.
I do not recall.
Because we went over this before. It was Train.
Oh, it was Train. Okay.
It was Train.
Never
Okay.
mind.
Nice.
But no, but they did get further than you would have expected on Cobblestone. However, I think B may have been playing at the time.
Their coach.
Yes. Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Oh wow.
He could play.
Yeah,
He was
oh,
pretty
man.
good for them when he played.
Dude, when we used to scrim them, like, even B would just nut on actions, just like
What?
wreck us.
He went.
Did you see, I think you said he was busting all over you? Is that what you were saying?
Oh, that's great. Just keep going, Dan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
just
good.
contribute in that fashion. That's perfect.
I'm not the one talking about.
They all
thi-
seemed nut.
I think you were talking about more
What?
horrible things.
My friend's mother.
Yeah, that's
All I said is
that's
that she's
disrespectful,
very
James.
attractive. I didn't
That's-
say anything vulgar. I just said that she's hot.
I think it's disrespectful, James.
To say that she's extremely gorgeous, I think it's more than reasonable. Your mother is aesthetically outstanding. I think it's fine. I think that's fine. Cloud9 will think it's also fine to survive with 4 players in that round. They're on the comeback trail. And maybe it will lead them to the Silk Road.
In the deep web.
Or the deep web, yes. What's on the deep web, Mohan?
You have to go diving to find out.
I don't know how to get there.
VPN.
As many as possible. As many as possible. Right, well, here it is. We have Ghost working with these CZs. As they've got a couple flashbangs, they can flash themselves into drop. It's probably as good a place as any to try to do something. Oh, just going for the straight up drop in. That's going to be rush dead. That's something. Tarek with a wish shot. Now Stewie is going to miss as well. So there's a real possibility they can do something now. The Tarek has been traded out. So 2v2 here. All they had was CZs. And now they have a man advantage in the 2 versus 1. Automatic in the smoke. And he's a dead man. That's a beautiful round to win for Ghost.
He died.
I think Tarek might be the 3rd best op on Cloud9.
The 3rd best op.
Yeah.
Behind, let's see.
Skadooey.
Well, I think, yeah, you know what's actually interesting is that I feel like sometimes when Stewie picks up the AWP, he's just like the most godlike AWPer sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah,
like
in some rounds he's definitely better than Skadoodle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. He's just really good at like the crazy, super fast plays because Stewie's, I feel like he's running on a pace that's like 10 times faster than everyone else. Like he just operates at just that much faster than everyone else.
Yeah.
Although that's not to say that Skadoodle's not quick because he is very quick.
Yeah, he's quick. If we highlight each player, it's like I don't know. They're both really. I think overall Stewie's just like the best player on the team, but just because he's so versatile and all that, he's like the shocks of this team, right?
Yeah, that's a good.
For sure.
I like that. Yeah.
Great caller. I mean, even though automatic is a lot more cerebral and analytical, I think that even he said that Stu was just a better caller because he was just more decisive, just understood more as a player, just what to do and when to do it, and understood the immediacy of situations.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I think a good comparison of Stewie and Skadoodle is that Stewie is the Joker and Skadoodle is Batman. You know, he's not always willing to do what it takes to solve a situation necessarily. You know, he's not going to go beyond certain something or other. Whereas Stewie he'll take the anarchistic route. He'll do what needs to be taken. You know, he'll open that cookbook.
I like that a lot. Vegeta and Goku.
Not an anime person, but go for it. Go for it.
Tarek holding on to the 4th position with the bomb. Really crucial round to win after that last hiccup, let's call it. Except though he's got nothing really going for him at the moment, and he's not got the bomb too, so he's just, I imagine, going to save here.
It's like in the second Dark Knight film, right, where the Joker says like, "You don't know how to take a life," right?
Yeah,
That's Stewie, man.
Yeah, like, you won't do it.
It's like, hold my bit. This is you know, this is where I turn on the Stewie mobile. You can often find it on like I think a good example is on Mirage on CT side around Connector, where Stewie has to turn on that Joker to make a difference, and he might pick up the AWP, depending on the opponent as well, if he thinks he can exploit them. But yeah.
Yeah. Now I think Stewie's a special exception because I think you can have 5.
It's like Spider-Man and Venom.
Whoa, you scared me.
Spider-Man and Venom. Why didn't I think of that? That's an obvious one, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Skadoodle's Peter Parker, and Stewie's the darkness that lies within.
Oh man.
Wow. An AK and an AWP, sorry, 2 AKs, is enough, maybe, to wreck Cloud9. Rush has got to find 2 kills here. That's 1. He really needs that second one, but he can't do it. Last CT streaming in, and Tarek is wondering what's happened to his team. Spider-Man and Venom, baby. I always consider myself the Venom.
You're Venom.
There's no Spider-Man in me. I'm all Venom.
You're too nice, James.
Ghost, able to just trade around back straight away, got with the A hit. Really nice stuff to be able to do that, because this is going to completely smash Cloud9. I felt like Cloud9 after the last round victory, they would be able to stabilize a bit, but Ghost are actually having a good T-half here, which is not what I expected. This sets Ghost up pretty well, and if we consider the fact that this is, as far as CT is concerned, not a super complex map from the CT's perspective, and you do need good mechanics, Ghost might be able to set themselves up for a win here. I mean, if we consider they're on 6 rounds, they just broke the economy Cloud9. I think it's fair to say that they should really be able to finish with at least like 8 rounds.
You would project them at 10, but they should win 8 like straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was cracking my spine as we came back on camera, and I have a massive pain in my calf. I don't know why. It's random paint
Falling
in my
apart.
body, so excuse me for that. Technical pause, which is why we are back in the studio. It's still Halloween in here, and we got bits and bobs around. There's a bit of...
Yeah.
Okay,
Never mind.
never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
Appreciate the showmanship, though.
Well, 6-3 is the score as we continue. The double scouts rear their ugly head once again. So making sure there's no boost from the CT side.
So I was going to say that, this is a perfect example. So Bolt's fitting into SK's roster,
Yeah.
and them talking about how, it's perfect because Phelps was too aggressive. We had too many people being aggressive, and Fur felt like he couldn't be aggressive because he'd be losing the round if they both were. And I think Stewie is a special exception because I believe you can have 5 Shocks on a team and be the best team in the world. And same with Stewie. You could have 5 Stewies and be like a top team, for sure. But you do need a mix of players who are extremely aggressive and proactive, and then ones that are a lot safer, but just as smart.
Balance, dependability. You need the Peter Parker. You need the wet blanket to the Rico Suave.
Exactly.
Cloud9 down a man in this round. Start to wonder how many, how far Ghost can go. Speaking of Stewie, okay, the bomb's behind the wall. He's unlikely to see that. Oh, he's looking for 2 kills there. I'm definitely pulling the knife out. He's got his teammate in the low ground as well, and he will flash both of them. There's Seb taken out, but Ghosts are still in control of the bomb.
Yeah, Stewie had to forfeit it to chase that frag. Oh, rush with an opportunity.
Well, Stewie didn't know it was there. It was behind the wall, so...
He didn't see it.
He's not aware of the location of the bomb, and Connor is, he has to go for it because there's 10 seconds on the clock. He hears some footsteps, but he's got to plant the bomb, and his teammate thinks, why is he planting it that way?
I don't know.
It's because he heard Stewie. Oh, that has not worked out for them. It's because he heard Stewie running around, but...
He wasn't even really safe from that side either.
Yeah, that's that didn't go well.
Yeah, he was one foot in the door type of situation. I think he needed to commit to the opposite side if that was really the case, or just hope. I mean, it's not really a trust matter. His teammates are going as fast as they possibly can, but to just assume that they
can flash. They had 3 flashes.
Yeah, that's true too.
And you know, if they just jump throw it, if anyone's facing the plant spot, they're going to be flashed. So
it's definitely an unorthodox comm to be like, just start throwing flashes, or to even think to do that. But it definitely called for that kind of creativity in that situation, for sure.
That's what the flashes are for, man.
That's right. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I uploaded a video of that exact wallbang. Although there are a number of different places that the CTs can stand. But if you they can stand next to the door of connector, for example, or in other positions which are wildly different. So it is a gamble which one you go for. But you don't often see that that peak being taken. Well, not the peaks per se, but the shot being taken.
Tough spot. Stu didn't think he'd get spotted, and then obviously can't stay there because of the Molotovs. Good flash and Tarek.
Thought no one was there, but someone was there. Well, there are 2 CTs on the site. Oh, Skadoodle, he was just given too much time. And there's Rick's taken out as well. Tarek with the assist. That's the those were the bullets he fired when he was blind before he died. Now Wardell's in a 1 versus 2, but he has not landed a fatal shot. And now, oh boy, the grenade down to 6 HP. Does he commit to it? He does. Skadoodle maybe trying to bait him, punish him with the USP. And he gets himself an upgrade. Round number 5 for Cloud9.
It seemed like the execute was going so well for Ghost. I'm surprised that Cloud9 managed to find a way to win the round, but yeah, I'm not exactly sure what went wrong. Initial trades were all solid. I guess maybe spent a little bit too much time on plat after getting their initial kills.
Yeah, Dallas he exposed himself for too long to Skadoodle, and the damage Tarek did allowed Skadoodle to get a quick 2k. So someone tried to pause the match, which makes me wonder if this will be live or not, but I assume it will be because they are continuing forward. So
his
it's always a pain when you want to pause and just about miss it, which is why it's good to have pause command bound if you're playing professional matches. Each service will have a set command, so...
Interesting. 3A, but no one's pushed up. So they don't have info, so they can't really fast rotate, but maybe get an inkling that they should start to work over towards B. Whereas the bomb for Ghost hasn't made up his mind. They're just trying to lead out a drop.
It's interesting they just casually throw the bomb on the floor. You don't often see that so close to a site because it can be a giveaway, and that it can definitely be heard. If someone's a drop, they're going to hear the bomb being dropped like that, so it does reveal your intentions, which is why if you watch many pro matches, the bomb will always be dropped to a person, unless it's, for example, around T-Spawn and Mirage or somewhere very far away like that.
Yeah, try to play hot potato with it as opposed to put it down.
Doesn't spot the third player, Stewie. Maybe he was behind the wall. Himself sometimes of X-Ray. Skidoo continues to deliver, but he's left Automatic in a 1 versus 2. The pre-fire is there, but Automatic will use timing to try and get into position. So pre-fire going on, down to 6 now. Waiting for a repeak. Wardell's not going to go too deep. It's a really good smoke. Will force some repositioning. There he goes through the smoke. Oh, lining up! Oh my god!
Oh man.
You can't.
Oh man.
You can't account for that.
Oh my god, that's like the one way that he can win around.
He knew that the crack in the smoke, I knew he was going to play it. He saw that there was like opportunity if he stands on the top of it, that he's going to be able to see Wardell, and it was clear he was going to try to push Wardell, but then to have Ricks just right there crossing, I mean, that's just stars aligning.
That sucks.
Yeah, that sucks, because that was such a great round from Ghost, actually.
So did Ghost, because I walked away for one round, did Ghost lose the anti-eco?
Yes.
Jeez, what happened?
Skadoodle got 2 nice scout kills on B. And it seemed like in that round they had good entries too. They had a great flash. Tarek was completely blind. I don't know. And on that round, actually, I think Cloud9 could have played that a bit better. They didn't, for some reason, weren't fighting drop, didn't have anyone drop or E-box. So Seb was able to drop without using any utility.
I mean, this is Ghost map pick, and they seem to be doing pretty well on their T side so far. I mean, despite some of the bumps in the road along the way. Okay, well, it's time to try to get those portions of map control under control here in the A side of the map. So far, so good for Ghost. They got A side of the map. They've got they haven't got drop yet, but perhaps they are going to push in there soon with Seb. Wardell looking for a pick at this point, but the angle is held, and that's ambitious with no flash. Very ambitious stuff there. And now it's Seb into drop. Now, how do they work from this? Of course, the bomb is okay, it's rotating back now towards B again. Okay, so they'll try to split B.
He was spotted.
Kind of grab the AWP of Wardell too, I believe.
Split B is definitely a bit stronger.
3 remain for Ghost. Ooh, that's perfect timing for a push, but Tarek will slow them down at the very least. And still have Rush on the site. Skadoodle caught repositioning, but now it's Ricks versus 2. Should have information as to where Rush may be, pre-firing the rock, but that's where he indeed is. Bomb has to be retrieved, but he's got time pressure, but he's not picking it up just yet. In case somebody's close, 10 seconds, got to go for it. Trying to do all that he can. Ooh, 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Is there going to be a peek here?
No.
Automatic looked like he was fancying it. After the time, he will go for it, but they've won the round, so matters not that he loses. Or does it? Look at the money on Cloud9.
I'm not sure how much I like having... I guess they made the call to go B after Wardell got picked, but I feel like that sort of whole situation could have been handled a bit better. Because after pushing the CTs back, you kind of have to expect that there should be an AWP there. So, you know Skadoodle has an AWP. So that's a very likely position.
Right.
I mean, would you have preferred them to play it differently?
Yeah, no, like he didn't have the support. I mean, you've definitely seen like sometimes Opera lines that up perfectly, and if they're flashed off, well, the op peaks and there's no one there, and they don't actually get anything out of it unless they want to go A. But, oh, this might get weird.
Okay, come back to that. Weirdness is averted.
Averted, yeah, weirdness averted. But on B, the thing I was most concerned about was that Tarek was in the position where he was hiding, and Stewie used all his bullets and wouldn't fall off plat. And Tarek didn't trade like right away or like jump out with his FAMAS to save him. I feel like that was just that was the only thing that weirded me out in that round.
Right. Well, some new rounds. And instead of getting the 8 to 10 range we thought Ghost could, they're on 6 at the moment, and their best prospect is to make it 7. At the moment for Cloud9, they just have a 2-man setup towards A. And they're not playing together though. And there's no AWP on Scar actually in this round. So they up to Mr. Ghost. They don't have drop control just yet. Wardell denied a peek. He's kind of going to push this. There is kind of a gap there for him to see through, so it looks like he is kind of going for it.
It's a long run for Seb through the flames.
Oh boy, he wants to do it. They're poking around and have congregated towards B. I think they want to go like as the smoke is dissipating. If they take any longer than this, I don't see the point. Just gonna cause a rotate. Wow.
Nice shots.
That's insane, man.
That is a great headshot from Stewie. Tarek appearing from the stairs. That will slow them down, if not finish off the push entirely. The rest of the push coming from the drop zone, but that's going to be contained as well. And that's an easy 9-6 for Cloud9. I say an easy 9-6. It's not an easy 9-6 at all. This is actually quite a rough match for them so far in the first half.
Wow, sick half from Seb. 16?
It's nice baiting from Tarek towards the end. He's not really committing to that fight on the plateau too much, allowing his teammate to come in, just trying to draw the T to the point of no return so they can face two together and eliminate him. Nicely done, nicely done. So 9-6, a very strong scoreline if you can win the pistol, if you are already in the lead, and I suppose it can be strong for the side of the deficit because it gives them the opportunity to even the score.
It's definitely a messier half from both sides. A lot of ecoing back and forth. Hard to take from. More of a okay, and then move on. Instant dink. Tarek would love to finish that off. Ooh, instead, takes a bullet in the side of the head.
Cloud9 taking some losses, getting through these choke points, but delivering some damage at the same time, so that's okay. And they'll get themselves a free passage of A, which is really good. That bomb will go down, and that's going to leave... I guess Seb is going to be a very important player here. He's coming from A long. Rick's in a very, I was going to say tough spot here, but that's a free kill there onto Skadul. Didn't expect him to arrive from the drop zone, but the trade is in. Seb really the only person that can do something here. Dallas stuck on 2 HP. He's coming from the underpass. Seb, no understanding of where to look. It's a tough situation.
Dallas maybe turned into brisket. Likely. And there it is. Wrapped up. Packaged, warm. Ready for eating. Will there be a ghost force buy? Maybe inevitable at this point. When they are facing a 6-12 scoreline. Really sucks to kick off your half in that fashion.
You know where they have really good brisket?
Texas.
Korean barbecue.
Dallas.
LA.
Texas.
LA.
It's not really the kind of American brisket that we're referring to. Though,
Okay.
Is it?
Yeah.
You know, we're talking about
Us Americans.
We're talking about meat. American meat.
American meat.
This is America.
I didn't eat brisket when I go to Korean barbecues. That's why I said that.
Didn't we have brisket at QuakeCon? Once we went to
I think we did, yeah.
wrapped in paper.
Yeah.
All
We
the
did.
tables are covered in oil and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was awful.
That's the good stuff.
It was amazing. It was amazing food though.
Yeah.
It was very messy.
Yeah. Yeah, we went to this place where they just give you brisket by weight in paper, just wrapped in paper, and you just go to the table, unwrap it, and all the oil's going through the paper, and it's just gross.
That's how it's supposed to be.
But yeah, this is America. Didn't get
You
to see
don't
the
like it.
Cowboys, so. I enjoyed it. I want to go back. It was much better. The meat was much better there than it is here. That from what I've experienced so far. I actually had brisket 2 days ago. I was hoping for Texas. Texas, it was not. It wasn't bad, but it was just average. Average is not good in America compared to say Europe. Average is better.
The meat quality?
On average.
Yeah.
Well, that's a hard one to answer, to be honest. I'd say so because we don't have
You probably have
FDA.
higher.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, you probably have higher meat standards. Well, you don't have any?
Well, we definitely have higher food standards in general, yeah.
Yeah.
We have the FDA. Boom. Wardell down. And this is a really good entry for Cloud9. They're not really going to get bogged down by any of these CZs, which is really important. So they can actually use the advantages of their weapons instead of just being stuck. Which is always good. It is kind of nuts, actually, as far as like the FDA and stuff goes, because in Europe, like something that you have in like almost all foods in America, like high fructose corn syrup, is like very prevalent right here, and it's banned in Europe. So, so we just don't have that.
There's certain things that will be banned. I'm gonna get them wrong. Trans fats?
Trans
No
fats?
idea.
I don't know. Something like that. McDonald's is much better in Canada, but also much more expensive.
Best McDonald's is in France because in Paris, McDonald's in Paris, just mad hot French chicks who work there.
Wow.
Forget the food.
Really it's coming out again, isn't it?
Insanely
Jesus.
gorgeous French girls.
I was gonna say because I think the best McDonald's is in Sweden, actually.
Really?
From my experience, yeah.
I try not to
I haven't had the pleasure.
fast food.
I didn't like the taste of the ketchup when I was in London at McDonald's.
Have you tried the bacon in the UK?
No.
Okay.
Bacon in, even in Canada is really bad though. So.
You need to try a British back bacon. That's what you need in your life.
Oh, just straight up bacon from like a supermarket.
Yeah, even that. British back bacon is very good. It varies a lot, but it's very good. I can't find any back bacon here, but anyway. We do have Ghost with a buy, and also with that initial kill from Wardell, delivering early rounds.
Early kill.
Yeah. But Connor, can he get it done with the MP9? No. Automatic, great off angle there. And that's a great opening for them. Able to just fall into the drop zone now and set up a B split. And Ghost, with two players like over towards the underpass in A, this is going to get awkward because I like how Cloud9 aren't planting the bomb immediately. In fact, they're doubling back here towards A, and Rix is in position to maybe catch the bomb. Have they spotted him?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, thank God that for their sake that they spotted him. Otherwise, he
had
had
a good
the bomb.
he had a good position to take them out.
I
He
think
put himself in a worse position.
They had a good position to take B, is what you're saying?
No, Rick's on the low ground of that area. I think he had a good spot, had a weird off angle to engage them as they came down, instead of going behind the wall.
Yeah, I guess, I mean, I think they saw him. At least Skidoodle saw part of him or something.
As
but
he was hiding, yeah.
Otherwise, they would have just ran by.
Yeah, that's
So who
true.
knows?
Bad timing for him.
Tough sledding for Ghost.
So I think that's a nice weird angle.
Yeah, he might. Yeah, it seemed like you. This is a pretty insane shot.
With the AWP, that's nuts.
You shall not pass.
13-6, Cloud9 making quick work of Ghost in Cobblestone, it would appear. A map that Ghost chose, likely due to the fact that they feel confident on it. But Cloud9 are a good Cobble team as well, so I like this from Tarek. Just, again, you know, this anti-eco, the CZs are a problem. Try to take this plateau, get your back against the wall, try to spread out, create space.
Yep, just clear your right.
Surely he checks the right hand side. Surely. Okay, there we go.
Perfect. Yeah, he has it like down to a science.
Woo! Nice spray transfer.
What?
I think Rush got the kill in the middle, but it's all good. It looks nice.
Spray transfers are very satisfying.
Oh yeah.
Actually. even if they're like sloppy, if you just like are spraying and then you know, on one target and then you, I don't know, flick 50 degrees and you're on another target, that's just satisfying. Doesn't matter what, like how it goes, as long as they both die, it's satisfying.
It's awesome.
Shroud did a nice one.
Oh yeah, Shroud did a nice one.
Was it DreamHack Valencia? Yeah, just one. DreamHack Valencia? Was it? Was it Valencia our final time?
He was not.
So.
Cloud9 were. I don't think they were out.
Yeah, they were.
They
They got to the finals.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I remember the.
Charlotte, I think.
I think it was it on Train?
Oh, you're talking about last year?
A while ago.
It was a long time ago.
Oh, you're talking about last year then. Yeah.
It could be 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was not last
2015.
year.
This was a very different Valencia, where Red Reserve made it to the final.
Oh no, it was when Faceit League was at Valencia.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah.
I believe it was Astralis in the final versus.
That was a good year.
I think.
Is that year in general?
As far as CS goes, like
Yeah.
we did lots of fun, cool things. 14-6. Wardell will
Nice.
say hello to Skadoodle.
Hello.
A polite handshake.
That's Wardell.
Polite handshake.
Wardell voice, no
Polite
space.
handshake. There we go. You threw me off really big time.
Oh my god.
Really big time.
Yeah, I've had too much caffeine.
Just flush your system, James. Caffeine. You have dialysis.
Go to Walgreens and get some laxatives.
You need to do one of those things, those like rehydration things where you get on a like intravenous like rehydration.
Sounds
To
horrific.
inject water into your bloodstream.
So nothing worse could go wrong. Wow, Cloud9 explosive, and this is the Cloud9 we expected out the gate. Just hard-hitting Cloud9, using those entries, and this is that level of decisiveness which you would love to see out of CLG in some instances, where Cloud9 is like, okay, there's pistols, you know, running amok, but we're just so confident. They got great spacing, and they also have a very good routine as to like how to clear stuff together, and also understanding like whose role it is to clear stuff based on where someone is in the push, and that you don't have a specific role. It's a dynamic thing. If you're the first man, you clear these spots. If you're the second man, you clear these spots.
Yeah. When you put a player... Oh.
Someone's corrected you, Dan. Someone has tweeted and said, contrary to common opinion, high fructose corn syrup is not banned in
it's
Europe.
not banned.
It's under a production quota.
Oh, that's really smart.
So they've got to make a lot of it.
Yeah, so yeah, that's really smart. Yeah, because there's been a lot of
You're spreading misinformation, Dan.
yeah, there's been a lot of interesting works about high fructose corn syrup and its effects on people, but I'm not sure if it's... The thing is with nutrition is that it's one of the most misunderstood sciences, so I don't want to say much about it.
Maybe you've already said too much, Dan.
Maybe I have. Maybe I
Since
have.
your information was false.
At least it's not really found anything, but too commonly, but whatever. There we go. This time we'll actually get somewhat of a defense here coming in from Ghost.
T-side double orb.
Also appreciate the correction. Thank you.
Do you, though?
Don't appreciate my corrections,
except
though,
except when it comes from James.
talking about
Because James is mostly trying to wind me up.
backwards engineering. How did that go?
It's like James will do it just because, mostly just because of his own entertainment and amusement. So
No, that's only
As a big fan
of
of Curb Your Enthusiasm, I appreciate James's level of pettiness.
when you say backwards engineering, that's not even amusement. It's just like, what are you saying? Just what are you saying?
hey, come on, it's not that far away. Like backwards and reverse, it's like it can be considered the same thing, right? It's not like super out there.
Not when you say reverse compatible or backwards engineering. No, then it's not. It's different things.
It's the same thing backwards, like Taco Cat.
Are they going to clutch this with 2 warps? No, they're not.
Well, they're gonna almost clutch it.
Oh,
Skadoodle.
Oh! I clutched it!
Disgusting.
Woo!
All right, who's awake?
I am. I've had loads of caffeine.
I'm gonna tweet who's up.
This is nuts.
Jesus, he's not gonna. Does he know though?
How long will it take him to turn
Wardell,
around?
he has to take a long time if he goes.
Oh,
That's a damn shame. That is such a shame.
That was like when you just you need to wake up and you take a whiff of the smelling salts. And it's like being punched in the face. You're super alert and focused.
So just a slight. opening of a door into Dan's life. Smelling salts.
I've never really. There was a time when I bought smelling salts when we were doing loads of North American casts at 4 AM. So I bought. So I was like, we could probably use this legitimately. Like this could help.
What does that do? Wake you up?
No, it's just an extremely strong smell, and for whatever reason, as soon as you get a whiff of it, it feels like you're being punched in the face.
If you look at movies, right, smelling salts are what you use when you kidnap a woman and like bash her over the head with something, and then she's like in your basement and you get smelling salts out.
It's not actually like telling you the point of them. The point of them is to wake people up because of the incredible.
I think they turn people
because of the incredible force that you apply to the head of a truncheon.
I think they turn people into zombies.
Oh, literally, this is so relevant to this entire thing, James. You just wanted to just say heinous stuff for no reason, as per usual. You see what I have to deal with on a daily basis for hours, out 10 hours a day. I've been dealing with this for a week.
I'm down to come back.
I need a break from this. Please. Oh man. Cloud9, they are kind. They're kind to me at least. They're going to give me that break. Ghost struggling to withstand the force of Cloud9. Cloud9 rocking the smelling sauce this round, James, perhaps. In your world.
I'm just trying to suggest that you're a heinous human being.
Why? Why would you? Just
for personal amusement, that has been mentioned.
All right, of course.
Previously, well, Wardell is
he's
doing his darndest.
Really are the Joker.
But surely the bomb is too far to. Yes, it is, and that is the end of Wardell. He will be spread out on the floor.